Champions League. Oh, it's back. Come on. I don't know what it is about a game at night when the floodlights are on. Obviously, it's a much bigger occasion being the Champions League and all. That's the thing I look forward to the most is the atmosphere, the feeling of, yes, we're fighting in Europe's top competition. And obviously, you know, Spurs looking all clean in that all white kit. That is why I'm obviously wearing this new white jacket because, you know, I feel like the white wall that it was supposed to be, obviously comparing it to Dortmund's yellow wall, we haven't quite nailed it. It was incredible the first night we had it when we were against City in the Champions League, and obviously we had all those bags that said "Today is to do" on it. That was one of my favorite pictures of the stand ever, which I'm going to pop up right here. Oh man, it's just so good, and I wish we could do that again. Hopefully we can back the team with the atmosphere, because obviously now Son's out, fractured arm, Kane's obviously still out, so we need to go into the stadium, be the 12th man on the team, create an unbelievable atmosphere to frighten Leipzig, and hopefully they don't show up today because they got no centre backs. So all in all, I'm looking forward to this massively. Now the support recently has been absolutely insane for my new How Much Does It Cost series, and I was going to do one for today's home game, but I figured it would be so similar to the FA Cup one, the first one I did a couple weeks back, that the only difference is the price, right? The ticket, instead of being 25, is now like 61 or something. So that's the only real difference. If you want to see how much the overall cost was for the Spurs stadium, then make sure to check out the video link in the description. So you know what? I'm going to save that for the away leg. I think it'll be far more interesting to see how much the flights, the journey, everything, because that's, you know, going to cost a lot more than what a home game does. So if you want to see that, make sure to leave a like down below. I am now ready. I'm going to travel to the game with my dad, and let's experience the Champions League in England. COYS Spurs! Okay, so before we head off to the stadium, I'm with my dad, who's on the camera duties behind, and I'm with my brother, Dino.
Whoa! Hello.
So what we're going to do, we've got a little game of, a version of beer pong, and it's to decide who in the Champions League is going to be knocked out and who's going through to the next round. So we're going to throw the ping pong ball into, obviously, the cup on the other side. If I get it in, that team goes through, and that means whatever cup I have on this side equivalent, they're the team that's knocked out. Because I'm going to be a nice guy, you start. You can bounce and go straight anywhere you want.
Oh, he's got one straight away.
It's this red one. Right. Dino got it in this one, which means this team is going through. 3, 2, 1, bam. Atletico Madrid. Okay.
Atletico Madrid are knocking out Liverpool.
No,
there you go.
That's a good start, man.
First team through.
You cheat, I get a cheat. Oh! I'm gonna accept that because it did go in.
We'll allow that.
It is.
Oh! Bayern have knocked out Chelsea.
Wait, we're doing good here, you know.
Hey! Hey! That's the big team. It's upside down. It's Valencia.
Atalanta, you're gone. See you later, mate.
See ya. Pull closer together. Oh. Yeah, we're giving that. We're giving that.
Yellow stripes. Bam!
Yeah,
PSG. That was going to be an interesting next tie because Dortmund already won 2-1. Oh,
yes.
Final yellow one. Napoli. Who they not?
Napoli. I've knocked out. Barcelona. Bye, Barca. Oh.
All right,
well, we're having that one. Right.
Next team through is. Bam.
We don't like that one.
It's not us. What? What on? If we lose today, it's on you.
You came so close with our one earlier. Oh!
Alright,
yeah, we'll have that one.
Mine's going through again. And it is Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. And just for completeness, Man City.
So every English team's been knocked out. Because I can't get a cup in.
Oh, this is going to take hours.
What you
Finally! It's Leon!
I'm knocking out Juve. Damn.
Juve! Wow, some big surprises.
Right, okay, so that was it. That's the prediction done. All the teams that are going through are here. All the teams that have been knocked out are here. And unfortunately, well, it was good that the rest of the English teams got knocked out, but unfortunately, Dino knocked out Spurs.
Just because I'm able to get them in and you're not.
Yeah. Forget about that. Anyway, off to the stadium because we've got a game to see. COYS Spurs! Tottenham, we are Tottenham from the lane. We are Tottenham, we are Tottenham, Super Tottenham from the lane. We are Tottenham, Super Tottenham, we are Tottenham. Oh, we're the Spurs. Go marching in. Oh, we're the Spurs. Go marching in. I wanna be in the number. Oh, we're the Spurs. Go marching. Let's go. Spurs go marching in. Where the Spurs go marching in. Oh, where the Spurs go marching in. Oh, where the Spurs go marching in. I wanna be in the number. Oh, the lights, night time. I told you, I don't know what it is. It's just class. Next up, the kickoff. COYS Spurs. We are Tottenham, Super Tottenham. We are Tottenham from the lane. Let's go, COYS Spurs.
The train got in at 2 minutes past 8.
We're the Park Lane, we're the Park Lane, we're the Park Lane, Tottenham! Oh, nuts! Go on, Stephen! Oh! Offside anyway, but such a good, yeah, he was offside. Still a great little move forward. The Celso nutmeg, Stephen across goal, barely offside. Good chance to score. Okay, we want a corner! Come on, Johnny! Oh, Hugo pulling off volley, I think like the third, very, very important save. I mean, I thought the guy was miles offside anyway, but it carried on. Shot saved, could have easily been 1-0 then. A very eventful first half, 0-0. They've had clearly the better chances compared to us and have looked better overall. We grew into it, I'd say about half an hour in. It's not been an amazing first half. I think Aurier has been such a liability again. Every attack has basically gone from him being out of position or giving the ball away. So, I don't know, we need a much better second half, and we haven't really got the subs to bring people on. The best subs we probably want. Ndombele and Lamela. That's all we've really got attacking wise. Ndombele could be good to control the ball midfield, but I don't know, we'll see in the second half. Keeper saved it out, shot went wide. So Davies has just killed one of their players and they've got a pen. Brilliant. Brilliant. Went the right way, bottom corner. I've got nothing else to say, man. Ndombele should be on the pitch. We've been pretty, very poor today, actually. Very average. Very average. Very average. Come on, you Spurs! Come on, you Spurs! Come on, you Spurs! What the? Oh! What a save! Wow! This was a really class free kick. Saved by the keeper because he's 7 foot 4. Come on, Tony! Come on! Let's go! Let's wake up a bit! Full time 1-0. One of the worst results possibly have. Dele Alli straight down the tunnel, fuming, obviously. Oh, I'm fuming, man. We don't have any goal scorers. We never looked like scoring the whole game. 2 free kicks and a Lo Celso shot straight at the keeper is all we had. When are we going to learn in his transfer market, man? Very average performance today, very average. So obviously we lost that game, but you could still see that there's actually quite a few people hanging back after the game, which happens quite regularly at Spurs. You'll see a lot that fans tend to hang back, have some drinks, have some food, chillax, because when you've got 60,000 people pouring out of a stadium, yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare getting home. So the atmosphere was kind of good after. It wasn't like it totally emptied out after that loss. However, during the game, I must say that the atmosphere dropped off pretty quickly. It was great before the game in the build-up. It was great right at the start of the game. And then as play went on, as there was nothing really to cheer, no goals, no exciting moments, it quickly dropped off, which tends to happen a lot at the Spurs stadium. It then started to pick up, as you saw, like right towards the end when we're trying to spur the team on a bit in the final 15 minutes. But unfortunately, we couldn't get anything in the game. So every fan, I think, was just left frustrated, annoyed. And I feel like that area in the marketplace would be a lot busier and there'll be a lot more singing and chanting if we did win. Yeah, overall, the atmosphere towards the end was not great at all. And there seems to be a common theme. Like, I want the South Stand to be this roaring stand like it should be, like you see the yellow wall in Dortmund. It should literally become the white wall. Unfortunately, not enough people wear white clothing, bring scarves, sing enough during the games. Only really tends to happen when we're winning. I just think more needs to be done. But that being said, the atmosphere beforehand was incredible, as it should be, and it's just a real shame that the result didn't come along with it. But next up is Chelsea away. Now that will be electrifying. It's obviously a London derby, huge. Both sets of fans hate each other. It's massive. Whoever wins that game takes the 4th spot. And we all know the away limbs is just, there's nothing compared to it. So much better atmosphere-wise compared to home games. If you do also like this series, I know that How Much Do You Cost was doing well, but if you do also like the rating of the atmospheres, maybe if you want to see me go around the country, maybe if you want to see me go around Europe, seeing what their atmospheres are like, then make sure to leave a comment down below, leave a like. Look out for that by subscribing down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'll be moving fast. Call me a shooting star.